What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at the most meta icon strikers you can get in FIFA 23 so far. We've got a few additions, obviously with the FUT Birthday Team 2. I'm interested to let you know my thoughts and opinions on a lot of these. Del Piero's here just purely as a cheap version. Honestly, this guy is incredible from day one. I was really hoping that he would have got a massive upgrade, maybe even a FUT Birthday, but unfortunately we are going to have to wait to get any other upgrade for him. The base version is just the cheapest one. I would personally go base or prime as my recommendations, but I've purely put him in because I love the base version from the start of the game, even until now, a 4-star, 5-star that is definitely worth having a look if you are not looking at a massive budget, because a lot of these strikers are going to have some insane budgets. Icons now are definitely, without the top, say 4 or 5, they're starting to dwindle. The FUT Birthday icons, Team of the Years, World Cups have definitely saved a few of them, but Del P is one to stay. We then have World Cup Drogba, and some of the World Cups are definitely in here purely for the fact they got their increase. A 5-star weak foot, maybe even a 5-star skills. It's one lower normally, 1 or 2 lower than the prime version of them as they came out prior to the primes coming out, but the fact that you get the weak foot, like we've seen with the FUT Birthdays, I know they are technically higher, but the big thing is that extra skill move or weak foot. That's going to be the big one for Drogba. There is very little difference between the prime, bar from obviously that 5-star weak foot. An incredible striker, very different to use as a striker because he's not one that you just pick up and run with. You've got to be a bit more tactical with him, but his strength and just natural ability in front of goal are fantastic. You'll never get a Drogba like it, and hopefully we do see another version of all of these icons to go even one step further after or during Team of the Season. Are you tired of using players like this? I would much rather have teams more like this. Then I recommend going over to skycoach.gg for all of your coaching and coins needs. They are cheap, fast and reliable, but at the checkout make sure you are using code JT11 for a discount on your orders. Back to the video. We then have Eto'o, one of my favourite icons. Yet to pack any version of him at the minute. We've not got base, mid, World Cup or obviously prime in any FIFA so far. So I'm hoping at some point we can get this guy because all 4 versions are incredible. Every single one of them is still very viable as an option today. Obviously, again, like Drogba, the 5-star weak foot compared to the 4-4 is going to be reason why the World Cup is showing at the moment. The pace is fantastic. Shooting is great. Dribbling is normally brilliant. He just is a perfect striker, a very easy striker to get on with, and they're the strikers I like to give you the information for, because we can all use an R9, a Cruyff, but it's when it comes to the kind of different sort of strikers that are so easy to pick up depending on any gameplay that you play. There's some strikers, like for instance Drogba, if you are just a total run with the ball, that is all you can do, Drogba's not the one for you. Eto'o would definitely be the man that I would be recommending to you because he's so easy to pick up and use in any style. You want to throw the ball down a wing? He can run down a wing. If you want to put it straight into his feet and try and dribble past people, still can do it. And yes, there is other icons that have a better stance to that sort of style, but Eto'o is a pure pick up and play sort of striker, and I rate him very highly for that. We then have FUT Birthday Cantona, an incredible addition. He is, again, very much like Drogba, taller striker, bit more of a bulkier build. The 5'5" is always brilliant, and he is very versatile for the cam, centre forward or striker, but I do think this guy is just an absolute machine in front of goal. If you've ever used him, loan any version of him. I think now we're probably escaping the base, maybe even some cases the mid. It's predominantly prime and FUT Birthday most definitely are the 2 versions you'd probably be looking at more than anything. And to be fair, I don't really see massive amounts of him because when it comes to the top of icons, Cantona just slips away from them top boys, but is definitely still 100% worth a mention in this. We then have FUT Birthday Puskás. Again, any version of him is still very viable in this game. All of them are incredible from base, mid, prime, and obviously the brand new FUT Birthday icon. And again, like I say, when it comes to the top versions, the pricing is very high. But when it comes to the baby version, you definitely can have a look in. And I think when it comes to base versions, you tend to find with the top 5 icons, all of their base versions are pretty good as well. The Prime Puskás, though, the foot birthday icon, again, is invincible in front of goal. We then go on to the brand new one from today, and I actually admit, this guy could be my favourite striker on the game. Genuinely, if you've used him, draft, loan, whatever, he is immense. You have got to check the video out, the review we've done on the channel, because the dribbling on him is just next level. The pace, again, is Eusebio. Every version of brilliant of him. His mid is obviously coming in at the lowest, but base, mid, prime, foot birthday icon, Eusebio, again, is just next level. And I think this version, they have just got it absolutely right. I do genuinely think, other than maybe the next guy, if I'm thinking who's next, this guy is definitely my favourite icon I've used this year. He is just so sweet in front of goal. And I think, yeah, Cruyff is Cruyff. Base, mid, prime, again, is just next level. 5-star on the base of him is just next level for him anyway. In terms of the pace side of stuff, no problems. Dribbling's great. Obviously, the shooting's going to be fantastic. And he's got a good amount of passing as well. I'd say it's only the physicality side of him that isn't necessarily the top of the top. But what he produces in terms of dribbling is just beautiful. It's so easy to use. He keeps the ball just naturally. The ball flows through with him. Then we have Pelé. Pelé, to be honest, I would go Cruyff and Eusebio above him personally. I'd put him on just slightly under Puskás and Eusebio. Well, no, Eusebio and Cruyff. But in general, Pelé's Pelé. He's incredible. I'm hoping they do manage to get another version of him. But obviously with the unfortunate events, I don't know if they can, if there's licensing problems. But a final 99 Pelé before the game ends would be absolutely sensational. Whether we see it, I don't know. But 98 still, the highest rated icon I think you can still get. I don't think they've put one more, because I know Ronaldinho isn't, Hullet isn't. The only person that could come close at the moment from a prime version, I believe, is R9. So I know he's only got a World Cup version. So we might be seeing the only 98 so far. Whether that changes during footies. But his dribbling is just, again, exquisite. Base, mid, prime. If he does get another version, he's going to be top 5 100% always. And then finally, R9. I would say base is slightly coming out of recommended for this FIFA now. I do think mid, World Cup and prime are still the best striker in the game. You've got a good amount of players, to be fair, because now we've got Cruyff as normal. We then have a foot birthday Eusebio, a foot birthday Puskás. We then also have Team of the Year Mbappe and Haaland. Plus then all of the extras coming up. Alvarez is not a bad shout. We've got a few strikers coming in from the foot birthday, for instance, like Rooney. I don't think he's in that same level, but they're starting to make them where there is definitely a chance that somebody overtakes R9, because if you've ever used any version of R9 from mid upwards, you just know how good he is. It doesn't matter what team you've got, he's worth every single penny, and most definitely will just assist your play so much more. If you've ever got an Mbappe, a Messi, a Ronaldo, whenever they're in their peaks, at the start of a game and how godly they feel, that is how R9 feels all year round. Pace, never a problem. Finishing, always does it. Dribbling, can't touch him. And then he even has a bit of physicality, his own body type, and naturally just is an absolute all-round baller on the ball. Incredible. And that's going to be my list for today. Let me know any other icons you'd like to see in the list. There's probably only one other mention that I'd say is Dalglish. I don't know why he's not in here, but definitely one that you could have a look at in terms of his prime version. But let me know what you think. Make sure you like and subscribe, and check the video out on screen. Peace.